What's good, everybody? Shout out to all my U fans. It's football season. So excited. Today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about simplifying fractions. I'm going to give you guys a quick review, very easy review. So, guys, just remember when we're talking about fractions, guys, we're talking about a numerator and a denominator. Numerator is the top number, denominator is the bottom. And what we want to do when we're talking about simplifying fractions is we want to rewrite the entire fraction with the lowest top number and bottom number. So when we look at 1/2, right, we're going to use 1/2 as an example. So we can't make this smaller, but let's look at another picture of what 1/2 looks like. So let's say this is a pizza, right? And I ate 4 slices. So we're over here, we shaded in 4 slices. I know it doesn't look all good, but that's fine, right? And we shaded 4 slices. So we ate 4 slices, and now we know that there were 8 total slices. So let's say if I wanted to simplify this fraction. So the way I teach my students is to do this. When you have your fraction, right? And let's rewrite this in black. So we have 4/8, and when we rewrite it, I tell my students to write out the common factors, the numbers that you could divide 4 and 2 by, whatever fraction you have. So we have 1 times 4, and we have 2 times 2. And then we're going to do the same thing for 8. So we have 1 times 8, and we have 2 times 4. And after we write out our factors, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the GCF, the greatest common factor, and we're going to highlight it. So the greatest common factor between 4 and 8 is 4. So what that means is I'm going to take 4/8 and I'm going to divide both the top and the bottom number by 4. And what we notice is once we divide this fraction or we simplify, that's the same thing, right? Divide, simplify. We're going to get 1/2, which is just 1/2. So when your teacher says simplifying fractions, guys, this is what we're talking about. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a few more examples so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So problem number 2, right? So in our second problem, they give us the fraction 25/30. And like I said, we follow 2 steps. Write out the greatest common factor, find your GCF, and divide. So once we do the same thing, right? I have 1 times 25, and I think just 5 times 5, right? That's all for 25. And then when we go to 30, 30 is a little bit long. So we have 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and I didn't have enough space, guys. So I'm gonna write 5 times 6 out on the bottom, right? And when we look at this problem, we notice that 5 is the greatest common factor. So what we're saying is that 5 could go both into 25 and 30. And it's the largest number we could divide both of them by. So I rewrite my problem again, guys. And once we rewrite it, we're going to divide that top and bottom number by 5 so that we could simplify the fraction. And once we simplify, we're going to get a final answer of 5/6. And you will know that you're done simplifying the fraction, guys, when we cannot divide the top and bottom number anymore by the same number. And this is what I mean. So 5/5, we just have 1 times 5, right? 5 is a prime number. That means you can only divide it by itself and by the number 1. And with 6, we have 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. So when we look at these factors, right, I'm underlining them. When we look at these factors, there's nothing that we could divide both 5 and 6 by so that we could make this fraction smaller. So thank you guys for joining us today. This is the video on simplifying fractions. If you found this quick review helpful, we're going to ask that you smash the like button for us, subscribe to our channel, and check the channel out for any new videos, and leave comments for new videos or topics you guys would like to see. And I want to tell you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Mr. Peters. Thank you guys so much for joining Algebra 1 with Mr. Peters, man. Have a good day.